Hi guys, today I'm doing part 2 of my experience with G7.
Hello. Yeah, so thank you very much. We made our first video about the new Dexcom G7 a couple of weeks ago. I think we've just gone on to our third sensor or third transmitter because I think, yes, I don't really know what we call these now, probably just sensor because unlike with G6 where you had a separate
Sensor.
Yeah, transmitter, and you kept the transmitter, didn't you, and you changed the sensors. Well, with the G7 they come as one. So yeah, if you've seen our first video, then you saw us applying one to Yulia for the very first time using, I've got one here, the new Dexcom G7 applicator, which are really good, I have to say, really nicely made and easy to use. I think probably for me, looking at these, I guess as an adult, I just like how well made these are and how easy they are to operate. It's really convenient. You could almost just take one of these separately from the box and just take it in your pocket if you knew you were going to do a change. I'd say that this thing is virtually indestructible. You don't have the vulnerability, I would say, as you would with the G6. If you removed it from the package, you could easily knock off the adhesive covering, so you would leave the adhesive exposed, whereas these, they have a screw cap. So it's like almost like a pot of cream, but the sensor is loaded within. Yeah.
So this thing just pops down when you press it onto the skin. So you have to press it down and then click the button.
And you click the button. This one, I think this was Yulia's first or second one, which we saved. It's missing the adhesive surround. Yeah, I would say that there's a surrounding here. There's the adhesive sticker which holds it to the skin. How wide would you say? I think about that much more. Yeah, let's just say 4 millimeters, or about just over 1/8 of an inch around this. Yeah, it doesn't add much at all.
No.
It's the same translucent-ish white colour that you have with the G6.
And it still has those little dots.
Little dots, so it's still breathable.
Like air holes.
It's like an air hole, so it's still, so the skin is able to breathe.
Yes.
And at least I understand, I think someone told me that Dexcom had worked on the adhesive, so that even though the G7 is considerably smaller than the G6, you don't have any problems with these peeling off. Our first transmitter, which you saw us applying in the first video, worked flawlessly for 10 days, no problems whatsoever. The second one we applied.
It was okay.
It was okay, wasn't it? Up until the 9th day. Exactly. Now
the airport day.
The
worst day to change it.
So not only was our car messing around and the brakes wouldn't come off, then we'd rushed to get Yulia ready, and in our haste in pulling on her jumper, we managed to quite badly catch and almost half tear off the G7. But that's good for us for this video, because that's where it brings us back onto this applicator. We suspected that we may have to do a change. And
very glad that we had an applicator.
We had one with us.
And we also had a G6.
We brought a G6 as a backup. That was only because we've only recently started using G7, and not only were we travelling, we were going to Finland, northern Finland, to Lapland. So we were going to a very cold location. So just as a backup, we took one G6 with us.
But the view from the window in our hotel room was amazing.
Yeah, we can try and put a photograph in the video about that one. We changed over from our now half removed G7 to the new one, and these applicators make the job easy.
Yeah.
And it was, wasn't
You
it?
can do it anywhere.
You can do it anywhere. I say
Field, anywhere.
you really can't get these new ones wrong, and it is just a case of take the lid off of the container, and we just put it there, didn't we, at the airport, click, done. I think we did this in the first video. The pairing code is printed here on
We did do it in the first video.
on the side. Yeah.
Just to remind everyone.
Yeah.
The code is on the side.
The code is on the side. Yeah, and afterwards that is disposed of, just like the applicator for the
There's one
G6
thing that
Plus.
I really like about G7.
Yeah.
The timer.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So as Julia said, I almost forgot. Again, that
You
really
nearly
helps
forgot
us.
about the perfect timer.
I nearly forgot about the thing. The half-an-hour warm-up is an improvement worth the change, honestly. So we applied at the airport. I think before we'd even
got to the plane.
I don't think we'd even taken our seats, had I? And already we had numbers. And again,
And we went to the Lego shop and I got it for Christmas.
we did. We went to the Lego shop, and I think before we'd even left there, we had numbers, and a finger check showed that those numbers were accurate. They were brilliant,
yes.
yeah. And that's been the case throughout the time we've used the G7. If you grab, so this is something that we wanted to show everybody. There we go. Now the G7 does come with an overpatch. However, Julia prefers, because of the nice colours available, and also
I do like it because of nice colours.
it's also breathable, isn't it? It feels good. So we've been using this stuff. This is called rock tape. Yeah, I think it's. You know what it is, don't you? I think it's like a sports.
Mummy told me.
It's like a sports tape, isn't it?
When people ride bikes and their shoulder hurts, they put the tape on so they can still ride.
Right.
And so it doesn't hurt.
So it's like a compression tape of some kind for muscles.
Yeah. So it grabs on.
Grabs on.
And then you don't feel it doesn't hurt when you ride a bike.
Okay. Well, it's just.
It's perfect for my G7.
It's perfect, isn't it? Mate, we've been using. I think we were using these in our G6 days
Yes,
as well,
we
weren't
were.
we? So we're making our own.
1 year
overpatches for
ago.
this.
No, not 1 year ago.
It was a little while ago, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know exactly when we brought this in, but
2 months ago. Yeah.
a while back. But we've continued to use this for G7 to make our own overpatches. The beauty of it is you can make them as long or as short as you want. I would say we
long,
do.
Probably.
Yeah, so I would say about
because it is so tiny.
because it's tiny. I think we generally cut like a 2 by 2 inch section.
The G7 is there. The little white thing is there that you can't see, just underneath, and then we just cut there, and there,
That's
and
it.
then it's done.
Yeah, we cross cut the corners, don't we? So it doesn't have the sharp corners which peel up easily. If you grab the coin, before we had a spare sensor, we were using a 10p coin as our template. So there's a tip, 10p drawn around and then cut out with a knife. That works really well. But
normally Mummy uses scissors.
do you know she uses scissors? Okay, there you go. That's it.
She uses her purple ones.
Yeah, I think I'd make a mess of this, wouldn't I?
Yeah, you would.
What else do we have? Yeah, right. We got the boxes, which.
They're not very big compared to the G7.
Yeah, compared to the G6. Yeah, each one comes boxed individually. I don't know if this is the case in other countries before. The way we had these on a subscription service, so they would send, I think with the G6 they sent 3 months worth, whereas now with the G7 what they do is they send you 1 month's supply, but it's still on a really good turnaround. The postage is fantastic, it's dispatched within 24 hours, they reach you by courier, and the subscription payments I believe are just on a 1 month rolling basis.
And that's a very good thing about them.
Yeah, they're quick, aren't they? They're very quick. They're very quick. Carrying your phone, you wanted to show everybody this, didn't you?
My little bag.
Which is a husky dog bag. So Yulia bought herself a phone bag.
Mummy
So
did.
Mummy got it for you? Oh, that was nice. So there we go. So Mummy bought for Yulia a husky dog bag so she can put her... That was at Lapland, wasn't it, in Finland? And you can put your phone inside the dog and it's nice and fluffy and warm. Because the reason why
I give lots of play dates.
There you go, and when you go on play dates, you can keep your phone with you. And it's a nice toy. And it's small and it's softer, isn't it? So.
And you can also put other things in there.
Yeah, and you can put other things in there, maybe a few of your chewy
Malams,
sweets.
and maybe no lift.
Yeah, there you go. You can put some Malam sweets in there, can't you? There you go. So if you do...
I have a whole bunch in my room.
Yeah, so if you're feeling a bit low, then...
Feeling like a sloth for me.
Yeah, feeling like you're slowing down, then you put your sweets in there as well. And it's just nice than having a big bag, isn't it? Shall we show people what we use to remove these with? Yeah, if you grab the... That's it, that's the one. Yeah, this isn't product placement, by the way, guys. We're not sponsored by anybody for any of this, not by Dexcom or by the people who make any of these. It's more just to give you an idea of what we use.
I don't think we'll ever be sponsored.
No, probably not. No, that's no. I guess not. But yeah, for removing of this is from G6 and now G7. We use these, which are Appeal medical adhesive wipes. Yeah, or medical adhesive remover wipes, aren't they? They were recommended to us by, I think, by a friend whose daughter is also type 1 diabetic, and they said, oh, use Appeal. It comes as a spray or as wipes.
I think they used the wipes as well.
Yeah, I can't remember. I preferred the idea of a wipe because the spray just goes all over the place. Yeah. And with G6, I didn't want it going in to a separate transmitter.
For the spray, you have to pull it.
Yeah. So.
But with the wipes, you just go round and round. Round and round. And it just falls off eventually.
Yeah. So I don't know what's in these. They've got a smell
alcohol.
That I don't think it's alcohol. I don't know. Well. Anyway,
something medical.
Something good, yeah. It reminds me of the smell of witch hazel, like the solution that you get for putting on cuts and bruises.
Sometimes I like to smell witch hazel.
Yeah, but it's really good. With G6, let's just say we were removing a well-stuck G6 that hadn't been through the shower and through the swimming pool and everything else, and it really wasn't ready to come off. Yeah. We would use, what, 4, maybe 5?
4, 5, 6.
Of these, yeah, a few. Definitely 4 or more, wasn't it? I don't think we ever used 7. No. I think the most I probably ever used was 5.
6.
With the G7, of course, because it's smaller.
It's about 2.
Yeah, 2. I think the last one, because we'd used our own overpatch that we'd made.
About 3.
I used 3, so it was 1 to cover, and that was after the full 10 days of wearing, and then 3 came off. That's the end of the video. Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Bye guys.
Bye for now.